Hey Tech Archie Gang, here's my review of Birds of Prey. So let's get in there, innit? Yo! Before this video starts, I got to say I got a really bad cold, so I'm sorry guys, but you gotta deal with it, and sadly. Alright, so sorry, just my cold. So my camera will run out of battery, which I knew it was gonna happen, but anyway, here's my review. It's gonna be much easier to do anyway. Alright, let me put the... Alright, let me say the obvious first. Also, do you like this fez? No DC film will ever be able to top Joker or the Dark Knight trilogy. I'm not sure they're able to do better than Endgame and Infinity War, but they could. Also, I think the inspiration for this film, obviously, because what I'm about to say, this film is inspired by Shazam, and one of them have an advantage as Disney and Marvel don't. Disney and Marvel have to make PG-13 or 12A films rated, except Deadpool. But Warner Brothers, you can get away with it. You can get away with a 15, as Deadpool made this happen. Also, the 12 plus like DC films are way darker, disturbing, and more violent. So there's an advantage. Now, talking about this, but I have a lot of notes down, more than my actual Doctor Who videos, you know. My hair doesn't look good at all, so wearing a fez. I hope you like the fez anyway. Anyway. There's great cinematography. I know I say this for literally everything, but it's one of my rules. I love the camera light stuff and like how you feel like you're there, and like camera blurs and camera angles to make you feel like you're there, or what it feels like. Like cinematography is really good, you know. Like it's a bright, colourful film, and are light-hearted. No, not light-hearted. It's like, so with DC films, since 1989's Batman, most of the DC films are dark. Before that, we have the Superman films with Christopher Reeve, and the Batman show with Adam West and Burt Ward. So most of the DC films are dark and disturbing for younger viewers. But this film isn't exactly for like 11 or 12-year-olds. So a Harley Quinn dark film won't work. So That's not fun. The thing with Suicide Squad, it was like, it's not like a horror comedy, but it had like bright graphics and typing and editing as well, but there were really like dark scenes as well. So it didn't mix well, but you do see the point, but it was no way as dark as Batman v Superman. But a film like that also has to be rated R or 15 plus. Sorry guys. Yeah. Like, I love cinematography. I wish I could do stuff like that. Like, at the start of the film, I tried to, like, think of what to put in my this video. But it's, like, you get drawn into the movie that you forget. So, I have brought, for my memory, and my, yeah, and I have written a lot of skills down. But the disadvantage of seeing the film at the cinema is, with the Not 2 videos, I can, reviews, I can easily go on iPlayer and rewatch them again and make notes throughout them. But I had to go to the cinema, like, a second time. The finish with Joker, I saw it before. I actually did the review, so, basically, am I making sense? So, I saw the Joker, not to review it, to enjoy it. Then the next time I saw it, I was thinking of what to put in the review. And it was very successful and loads of people enjoyed it. My hair, look at me. I'm going to wear haircut very soon. Anyway, I feel like I'm about to sneeze, but no, don't you worry, guys. Ugh. Alright, as I've always in my notebook. Oh yeah, I have also touched upon this, but the great colour coding. No, I did colour coding in photography. Another film that was good with colour coding is Cinder's List. Sorry if I made you cringe, but it's the Steven Spielberg film. He did, I think it was before Jurassic Park. It was about the Holocaust, and there was this girl that was the only thing. It was like, the film was shot in black and white. The only colour thing you can see is this girl in a red dress. It's a film by Steven Spielberg. I need to see it, but ooh, the boys in the striped pajamas was quite a shock. So yeah, but the tone of this film, and like it not being a dark film, or like it's not like Batman or Dark Past. It's got bright colours, so they have lovely colour grading for a film like this. Of course, it's inspired by Subliminal. It's got a very comic book look to it as well, which is very good to see actually. So yeah, what's the next one? Yeah, if I film on my phone, if you may have learned from the Tony's video, I can't edit it. Yeah, so it had to be in months. No, I was supposed to film this video yesterday or earlier today, but I'm doing it last minute. But if I don't need to edit this, if I don't need to edit the things from my phone, it'd be easier to get it out more sooner. But I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this. It may be complicated to upload a video because the Wi-Fi is really bad where I am at the moment. You have have you seen parts of the place I'm staying at? I don't know. What's the next one? Yeah, great graphics. Like, you know how Deadpool, not in Deadpool, man. Suicide Squad, you get all those. You got bright colours and you got typing and like editing and like, oh, and you get all these different colours, abstract colours. It's very amazing. And like for the fight scenes and the camera movement, it's a very good film for DC. DC, yeah. Wait. Yeah. Let me talk about the visual effects. The explosion, these chemicals was very realistic and believable. I'm not sure if they actually did it or it was CGI. It's not Christopher Nolan, so who knows? But most film in this day and age do CGI. Sorry guys if I'm disgusting you. I find Harley Quinn's backstory very interesting, but we get into that later in the video. Oh. Yeah, oh, we're getting into this very well. Just see what the time is. It's 8:44, man. Phone is at 60%. Yeah. Sorry, guys, if it's disgusting, you just need to see it. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm not sure if you can be, if I'm editing this out, but it's hard to do it with my phone and the movie maker. Yes, I know I need movie maker. I got really down with that. I do have Sony Vegas, but I don't have that anymore. Really won't be time behind me. I'm gonna try and get Sony Vegas back this year, actually. Oh. It is open. Just wash my hands. Because it's on my hands. Yeah. Oh, this video actually feels like me that bad. With me filming my phone. You got it. A really good YouTuber. I wish I knew this more like it. Can you actually hear me? I don't know. Oh yeah, I did put the speaker on. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you can hear me. Yeah. Oh, I don't know because I'm in my car, so hold on, sure. Yeah, actually, that's what I want to do with Korea, actually, guys. Ugh. Ugh. Sorry, guys. Ugh. Oh, whoa. Where were we? Oh yeah, great editing. Yeah, I said this already, but it's a very, like, the transitions are very interesting with it. It goes round and round. Well, it's a Harley Quinn film, but it's a comic book film. So I think it's fair. Like, you can notice it in the old Star Wars movies. Not sure the Disney ones, because they're all mono is Disney, you know. Hello? Oh yeah. The songs for this film, like, not the original songs, but like the music composers, like Daniel Elfman, for example, did the score for the Spider-Man trilogy and Batman Returns. That's a very good score, and it sets the mood for the scenes and the movie. But also the music that is from other composers, like for example, how people can lose Queen in the soundtrack. Yeah, that's for example. It has a very good Matt, what are you doing? Soundtrack as well. Okay, so that was all the positives, I think. Now we're getting into the negatives. Sorry. Okay. The first one is the film was way too short. It was like 109 minutes. Extremely short. It should have just been 2 hours at least. Batman v Superman was 2 hours and a half. Like, I think it's all rushed and it doesn't really make sense, really. With a comedy or a YouTube short film, it makes sense, but a big budget superhero film, it doesn't, unless it's like the first one, or the ones from like 80s or 90s, or the very early ones like X-Men. Then I think this is very nitpicky, but I'm getting my point across. At the start of the movie, it was very loud, so it may offend the video artists in the cinema. But for that kind of film, it shouldn't really be loud. Wait, I'm just being an idiot. Okay, it's also a great DC film, as I said. Actually, I actually want to be a film reviewer, so not good. So I can review all the DC and Marvel films. I'm not sure how this compares to a Marvel film. I say Thor Ragnarok. Like but there was actually, this is very good positive. Two major positives.
Are we watching this big one?
I can't edit this, so please be shush. Oh, sugar. Yeah. I thought the fight scenes were very amazing and gruesome. We don't get these kind of fight scenes in a superhero film, kind of like thing. Like, you don't get that kind of violence in superhero films, and like it was very snappy, and the camera was all over the place, so you can feel like you're there. I felt like that stuff was done to me, and it was a great final. But now let's get into the plot. The film starts. This is the plot. The film starts with Harley Quinn talking about major like events in her life, kind of thing, until leading to the Enchantress's defeat. The events of Suicide Squad, basically. Then the Joker the Joker and her break up, so the Joker throws Harley onto the streets of Gotham City. Harley then blows up Ace chemicals. Then Harley's in a Taiwan restaurant owned by Doc. So he learns about that. Harley then cuts her hair and adopts a hyena, and is named as Harley names the hyena Bruce Wayne. So he learns about this. At a nightclub, Harley Quinn breaks Black Mask, the villain of the film's legs. Wait, did I even like? Let me start that again. Harley Quinn breaks Black Mask's driver's legs, and it causes friction. And she also meets a sinner who is important to the story. What's the name called? The scene is called the Lunch, and she rescues Harley from being raped. And they work together to find out this stuff, you know. Black Mars hires Diana to be his new driver because he's impressed by what she's capable of. A police inspector. Let me start that again. Sorry about this. A police inspector is looking into the deaths of a made by the serial killer, the crossbow killer, who's actually called Huntress. People found out that Joker and Harley are broken up, and Harley Quinn is vulnerable, and they can do whatever they want with Harley, because Harley has really, like, annoyed a lot of people, let's just say that. It's nice to see, actually. Black Mask wants a diamond, but a girl called Cassandra swallows it. She's a thief. Yeah. Cassandra then goes to jail. Also, another thing about the plot, the person that makes Harley's bacon egg sandwich is called Sal. Black Black Mask is about to kill Harley Quinn, but Harley Quinn agrees with Black Mask to get Diamond with a bounty on Cassandra. Harley frees Cassandra from jail, and they become close. They become close in Harley's apartment. Harley's apartment is blown up, and Harley makes an agreement with Doc to meet at a theme park, something to Cassandra. And the theme park really looks like Big Top from Thor Park. Who knows if it's come back this year actually? Oh, sorry guys. Black Mask and other criminals are at the theme park, and to defend Harley and the other to find out to defend themselves, that is Harley's old equipment. There is then a motorbike chase, and Harley wastes one minute to shoot something, but it's just a fake statue. This is like Pirates of the Caribbean now. Because Sandra kills Black Mask, Ewan McGregor, with a grenade. All the characters, all the main characters become a team called Birds of Prey. Anyway, thanks for see you later. Goodbye.
Only not proper transformers. The few bits we've got left are well, at the far end of the shop, under the big bag series, in the middle of that 10 section. It's ain't great across.